Hey guys, this is Alex with Tiger Talk, and I'm here to talk about the 2025 National Championship LSU Tigers and just what a run it was from the beginning of the year to, the regionals, the supers, and then in Omaha, of course, against Arkansas, beating them 2 times, and then breaking Coastal Carolina's winning streak and bringing home the 8th national championship, second under Coach Jay Johnson. I know it's weeks past that World Series win, but I'm still living on a high, really just kind of revamping some things in this podcast. But I really wanted to, with it being such a busy summer, I really didn't have time to have an immediate reaction to LSU winning the College World Series and their time at Omaha. So this is where I'm going to talk about it. I'm still living on that high, just unbelievable. And so I think it really goes to show that Coach Jay Johnson emphasized the depth of the 2025 squad, saying that there is a fierce competition at every position, unlike previous seasons that they relied heavily on a few star players. Let's just go to the pitching dominance. I mean, the LSU pitching staff was a major strength, finishing among the nation's leaders in several categories. Number 4 in strikeouts per 9 inning, number 6 in hits allowed per 9 inning, number 7 in team ERA, number 12 in strikeout to walk ratios. Sophomore Cade Anderson was a standout. I mean, just his, especially in game 1 of the title series, unbelievable. Cade Anderson was a standout, leading the nation with 180 total strikeouts and looking to lock up a top 10 pick in the 2025 MLB draft. And I truly believe, guys, after his performance in the College World Series, he's locked in for number 1. Transfer Anthony Ianson was also a significant contributor, finishing number 3 nationally with 152 strikeouts. Guys, Anthony's pitching performance in Game 2, phenomenal, and with the closing out of Chase Shores, unbelievable. Other notable pitchers include William Schmidt, freshman, with a 99-mile-per-hour fastball and a high-spin curveball, Zach Cowan, Gavin Guidry, and Chase Shores. Just unbelievable. Offensive production. The Tigers' offense was potent, ranking highly nationally in number 6 in runs scored, number 7 in bases on balls, number 8 in hits, and number 9 in doubles. Bear Jones was, unbelievable. I think of Bear Jones recently, just within Omaha. Of course, you had that memorable walk-off in the 9th against Arkansas to go to the finals. But you also had Jared Jones beating Tennessee in the wee hours of the morning at home in the box. So Bear Jones, power threat, man. I'm going to miss him next year. Returning after a solid sophomore season and hitting 22 home runs, bringing his career total to 64, third highest in LSU history. He is also named an All-American, and he's leaving LSU a championship, not just with 1 ring, but 2. Freshman Derek Curiel, that guy, unbelievable. Just so calm, so cool, so collective. Was named the D1 Baseball National Freshman of the Year, and he was another offensive player. I think he should have been National Freshman of the Year, period, all around. Other key position players include Stephen Milam, Daniel Dickerson, a top transfer infielder. Unbelievable plays. I'm going to miss him next year. Michael Braswell and Chris Stanfield. LSU faced a demanding schedule, including series against the SEC, against Mississippi State, Alabama, Tennessee, and Arkansas, as well as new SEC members Texas and Oklahoma. They also participated in the Frisco College Baseball Classic. And yes, that was much earlier in the season, but you look at a gauntlet of an SEC schedule, and even though, yes, LSU lost to Texas, but LSU swept, I believe, Oklahoma. I mean, won against Tennessee. I mean, back then those teams were ranked high, and at the end of the day, LSU is crowned the championship winners. LSU's strong season culminated in a College World Series run where they ultimately claim the 2025 National Championship, but also that is bringing back title number 8 to the Bayou. Just the road to the College World Series, guys. LSU navigated a tough tournament bracket, defeating Arkansas not once but twice, and UCLA and Omaha to reach the finals. That is not easy to do. The Tigers faced Coastal Carolina in the best 2 out of 3, and I think just like when it was LSU versus Wake Forest to go to the championship game, I really think it's LSU Arkansas. Those are the 2 best teams, I think, in my book. So guys, just the 2025 season under Coach Jay Johnson was showcased really truly LSU's ability to rebuild quickly through the transfer portal and strong recruiting, and that really continued their collegiate dominance under Coach Jay Johnson. This is now his 2nd national championship under Coach Jay Johnson. I mean, combining with the transfer portal, incoming freshmen, return players, all a recipe for this win. And yes, it's really easy to say, back when LSU won their first national championship under Jay Johnson, oh, well, it's because of Paul Skeens, it was because of Tommy Tanks, it was because of Dylan Cruz. You had a lot of star power. I truly believe in this 2025 season, you had a whole team as a collective. I mean, guys like a whole team as a collective to win these ball games. Stephen Milam, Daniel Dickerson, Jared Jones, Chase Shores, Zach Cowan, Anthony Ianson. Huge. The Spanish Hammer. In Luis Hernandez. I mean, yes, Jared Jones tied the ball game, but Luis Hernandez against that Arkansas game hit a fly-out ball. I mean, unbelievable. You had the team just had no quit in them, and when they did, they always found a way to come back and win. So, Luis Hernandez, Ethan Fry. I mean, this team as a whole, it took every single person on this roster. My favorite player outside of Daniel Dickerson is Jake Brown. All these players had to come together and win and go through adversity and hear, that so many people were pulling for Arkansas and that Coastal Carolina is undefeated, and for LSU to just show up with their backs against the wall, against teams this year, Tennessee, Little Rock, West Virginia, Arkansas, obviously the most memorable to go to the finals. This team found a way, and they were the emphasis of the Fighting Tigers. Now, with that being said, you got revenue sharing, etc. And from my understanding, there's a percentage more going to LSU men's basketball than LSU baseball under Jay Johnson and Nate Yeske and company. And huge shout out to all the coaching staff. This isn't just Jay Johnson. He makes it very clear. It's his coaching staff, him and his coaching staff. And huge shout out to the strength and conditioning coaches for LSU baseball, because when they had to play in very hot conditions, it did not faze them, and the other team looked fazed. So all around oiled machine. But what I have to say with sharing, not ad sharing, revenue, that revenue sharing, excuse me. This is something, and this is just my personal opinion, and this is no knock to Scott Woodward. This is no knock to Coach Mac McMahon for LSU men's basketball. But you have Jay Johnson, who is like the GOAT in his own right. You know, even before LSU, in 2016, he brought Arizona to the College World Series, lost against Coastal Carolina, but then had the revenge as an LSU head coach. The irony there. But you have this man, Jay Johnson, in his second year, bring a national championship. Now in his third year, or it could be going on his fourth, bring another national championship. You have this man, and he's already brought home 2 national championships. Let's not forget, LSU baseball, it's as a season, it's a gauntlet. You're starting in February. And if you make it all the way to the championship, your season's not ending until June. This is a long haul of a schedule. And it's not easy to get out of regionals. It's not easy to get out of supers. It's not easy to just get out of the bracket in Omaha and let alone get to the championship series and let alone win that. And this man has brought 2 national titles back to the Bayou and has more than proven himself in the way he recruits and the way he loves his players and the way that he just beams with pride about just being an ambassador of LSU. I truly believe he is the most hardest working coach on campus in Baton Rouge. And you're going to give more revenue money to a program who has not proven itself. And at the end of the day, this is a new era of recruiting for NIL. And then, yes, it's about the money. And there is no reason in any sense that Coach Jay Johnson and his coaching staff is not sitting in any living room in America and gets outbid because he doesn't have the finances. And I posted it on my social media accounts, especially on X, I still call it Twitter, that there is no reason why Coach Jay Johnson does not have the NIL money to go out and get any player he wants and not have revenue money backed up more than LSU men's basketball. Because he has proven not once but twice that he is not just in constantly rebuilding. He's always reloading, going out and getting transfers, incoming freshmen. Got some of these players out of high school or etc. They turned down the MLB because they want to come to Baton Rouge. And with all due respect to Coach Scott Woodward, I would totally rearrange those numbers. LSU baseball needs to be backed more up in rev sharing because they have proved it. And until LSU men's basketball proves much more, they shouldn't get the money. To me, it is as simple as that. There is no reason why Coach Jay Johnson shouldn't get on a phone with any recruit in the country or even the world or any living room in America and get outbid. And I don't want anyone taking the special human being Coach Jay Johnson is to LSU for LSU baseball. And we are not supplying him with the resources after he works his ass off. He works his ass off 24/7, and it shows. So ad revenue sharing needs to be much more to LSU baseball than it is to LSU men's basketball until LSU men's basketball can prove a point. Now, we've seen just within Even when LSU was playing in West Virginia, how there was a rain delay and LSU got Seth Dardar out of Kansas State, but he's from Louisiana. That's a great addition. Got I think his first name's Santiago, but he is from Las Cruces, New Mexico. Same hometown as Stephen Milam. They've gotten a player from San Diego State. Guys, we got a player from Tennessee. Coach Johnson has hit the portal tremendously, and I'm excited for the incoming freshmen, and I'm interested to see who stays. I think the players that are leaving, Barrett Jones, Daniel Dickerson, I think Stanfield has a decision to make. I think Ethan Fry has a decision to make. You have Anthony Ianson. You have Cade Anderson. Those guys are gone. And it makes me a little sad because I love these guys. I really do. But it looks like Jake Brown's coming back. Stephen Milam's coming back. Curiel's coming back. You have a good foundation of players. Now let's go get title number 9. Guys, there is no reason. And I'm not saying y'all listening, y'all can do whatever with your money. You work hard for your money. I do too. I give to Taft, Tiger Athletic Foundation, and I give to NIL. And I specifically choose what programs I want to give to. And Jay Johnson gets a little bit of my paycheck because I see what he does with this program. He brings it back to greatness, and we could be talking about a dynasty run here. But there's no reason that Jay Johnson and company should lack in the financial department. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And those LSU fans that want to complain about it, they're the same fans who are wearing national championship t-shirts. And at the LSU championship celebration in the box. So we'll see. But of course, it's always a dream of mine, and maybe one day take me and my dad to go to Omaha. I would love to be in Omaha to witness LSU win a national championship. But I watched everything from home. I'm currently living in coastal Texas, on the coast in Texas. I'm not going to say specifically where, but thankfully for shout out to Sling TV, you know, I was watching LSU baseball through and through. And believe me, I was on pins and needles. I was nervous. But, you know, just seeing that climb and then that mountaintop. And, of course, for the boys to take home the title in the LSU gold baseball uniforms, which I think are the cleanest uniforms in all the country. Unbelievable. We're truly witnessing greatness under Coach Jay Johnson in this LSU program, and he's bringing it to a new height and a new level of dominance in this new era that we're in college athletics. And I just want LSU, and I want Jay Johnson, and I want his staff to feel completely supported by LSU and the fan base, and that means financially also, and that's just my personal opinion. So definitely still on that championship high. Sad we're kind of in the dog days of athletics here, but here in the next couple of weeks, we are having LSU SEC Media Days, and from what I've heard, Coach Brian Kelly is on day 1, so definitely going to bring content for that also. But guys, just enjoy it. I know, listen, I've heard LSU fans talk about 5 minutes after they're in the national championship celebration. Okay, what about 2026? For me, I love to live in the moment. I am soaking up that LSU won the 2025 College World Series. They're bringing back title number 8, the second one under Coach Jay Johnson. And once again, LSU, Tiger Town is Title Town, and 8 is great. And truly, we're just getting started, and we can be under a Saban-like dynasty with Jay Johnson. And I just want to soak it all up. I've been rewatching the title game. I've been rewatching LSU versus Arkansas. I've been rewatching LSU versus Tennessee, LSU versus Oklahoma, LSU versus Texas. I've been watching LSU baseball games just to truly soak it all in, and I think I'm right there with millions of other LSU fans just saying, go Tigers. Love to see when we win and when LSU is at the pinnacle of the mountaintop. So that is my national championship recap for 2025 under Coach Jay Johnson, bringing the second title home, title number 8 total. And it was great to see that Skip Bertman is still with us, and he was in Omaha to witness that. I just think that's so awesome, and how Coach Jay Johnson truly respects, admires, and talks about in such high regard as Skip Bertman. That's just so awesome to see. So, all right, guys, until next time, be lookout on episodes. For right now, everything is audio podcasts. We are soon switching over to YouTube and etc. But until then, everything is audio podcast, and you can follow wherever podcasts can be followed: Spotify, iHeartRadio, and etc. So, thank you guys so much for listening. Until next time.